What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Leo coming to you guys with yet another video. So, if you guys haven't did it here, and now you're probably wondering what's going on, Lacey Evans has left the WWE. She let her contract expire, and I want to give you guys my thoughts, opinions on Lacey Evans, and then talk about where I think she can go next and whatnot. Um, Now, I do think she was the victim of stop and start pushes because she has potential to do great things in the ring, and I do think it kind of sucks that it's always kind of sucks to see somebody actually lose their job. I think, and much people might not like her. It kind of sucks at the same time for somebody to lose their job, and then stuff like that. But she had all the potential in the world to do great things in the WWE, and it's kind of sucks that she wasn't able to reach her full potential in WWE, because this is why I said we could have had a mid card championship in WWE. This is why I always will say that someone like her could have definitely benefited by having a mid card championship around her, and and I think she could. I think she was positioned to win the Raw Women's Championship. I think in the pandemic era of WWE. But I think the thing is, when she was announced the pregnancy, all that was pretty much off the table. But I do believe if that weren't to happen, if she wasn't pregnant around that time, I do think they were going to position her, and she probably would have ended up winning that Raw Women's Championship during that time period and held it for a little bit. So I had to get that out the way. But where do I think she can go next? I really don't know. She's still very young, so there's still things that she can do in the WWE. Well, not in the WWE, but just in the wrestling world in general. Because the thing with her in WWE, the characters that they give her, I mean, on paper they seem cool, but it's like if you're not booking her in a way for the fans to care, then it's just gonna fall through on its face pretty much, and it's just not gonna go well. And the thing is, she's never really been given a fair chance. And that's the thing with a lot of the women in WWE, never really given a fair chance to really break through that glass ceiling so people can really see what they can do and what they're capable of doing in the ring. And the thing is, my best gimmick, my favorite version of Lacey Evans is like when she was the sassy Southern Belle. That gimmick pretty much was going over. I think they should have kept her doing that because over time it would have gotten more and more over, and people would probably start to buy into her as not just a wrestler, but just as somebody who could potentially win the women's championship at some point in the near future. And it sucks that they just got rid of that and brought in something else. They got rid of that and brought in something else. Like the gimmicks after that, it really didn't hit the same. The Sassy Southern Belle will probably always be her best gimmick, pretty much. Outside of that, like they were looked like they were going somewhere when she was just going doing like those vignettes of her doing her life story and the things that kind of drove her to be a Marine. I was getting behind that, but then when they came back, it really didn't go anywhere. If they really pushed it and went somewhere with it, I think it could have worked. I feel like it could have worked, but they just kept stopping, starting, and trying to do something new. Like, give things time to breathe. Like, this is why I say sometimes give things time to actually play out, because if you're just giving up on it just the first instance, you're not really giving it a chance. Like, give it a couple months to see how it goes, and if it's not, then try something new. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait. Don't literally have somebody come up with these vignettes or these different characters, and only for them to have to revert to something different in the next week or and be off TV. Like, no, we can't get invested in somebody's character if they're not on TV, or put in high profile storylines, or if the character doesn't make sense, or if we feel like the character doesn't fit them. So I do think they kind of rushed a lot of things there. But the things that, like I was saying, the things that she could do, where she could go next, I don't know. Maybe she'll come back to WWE at some point because she's still very young. I think she's like 33, so she still has a lot of time to do stuff in the wrestling world, honestly. Maybe she goes to Impact Wrestling because I do think she could fit in well with the talent that they do have in Impact Wrestling at the current moment. So maybe that's something that she could do. Maybe she goes to Impact and then few signs there, and then can have a little bit, and that kind of can help her, revitalize her career and whatnot, and maybe that could help her bring back to WWE. She could kind of have like that Cody Rhodes type of scenario where she left, revitalized her career, and then she came back and it was a bigger deal now than what she was when she first left the WWE. That could be a situation. Or she could possibly go to AEW, but the only thing with AEW, the way that they have their talent there now, it's I don't really know where she'll fit in. I'm pretty sure they'll probably find some way to fit her in the roster, but it's like they don't really use a lot of their talent really like the way they should. So if she's not really on AEW, then what else do you really have for her besides being on, Rampage or something like that? So maybe we can have her be part of Ring of Honor or something like that. Maybe she could be part of like the Ring of Honor Women's Division. I think she could fit in there if she's not going to be on AEW prominently every week. So I think those are just two scenarios. Maybe she can go to New Japan and be part of like Shine or Women of Wrestling or something like that. You could have her do different things like that. Maybe have her go to NWA. I don't know. Those are just different scenarios that I'm just coming up with. But comment down below. Let me know how you guys feel about the Lacey Evans leaving the WWE. Do you guys think she'll probably go somewhere else? Do you think her wrestling career is over? Sound off in the comment section down below. Super kick that like button. Superman punch that post notification bell, and spear that subscribe button. We're on the road to 700 with 629 subscribers. We're getting closer and closer and closer to that milestone. But I appreciate you guys kicking with me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.